Great Risings Facebook. Great Rising YouTube. Hey Facebook. Ooh, let's get this party started. Ooh, y'all too close. Y'all can get a face up. I can slip and y'all can see everything. Let me put you a little bit back. Just a little bit back. You know me and the camera issues. I even dim the lights some. I didn't mean to dim it that much. Mary gonna be talking about me. I know she gonna be talking about me. Don't talk about me, Mary. Come on, Betsy. Let me saddle up Betsy. Here she goes. Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. Ooh, boy, that's not a good camera move at all, child. Not a good camera move at all. Hopefully, this is a little better. Y'all know I'm working with rubber bands on the on the Facebook. Boy. On the Facebook. Okay. Great rising, Canada. Great rising, everyone. Boy, do I got a situation. Whew. I need y'all to help me with. So, let me tell you. Ciao. Let me get some water. Wait till y'all here, honey. Oh. But that's what walks are for. You share stuff with your friends, and they help you through it. So, ooh, ciao. Ooh. So, where do I press? Let me say where I start. My sperm donor, man who donated his sperm, that I have life here. I don't want to start there. I want to start about 2.5 years ago. I found my brother. I said half brother, but every time I speak to them, they said, no, I'm your brother. Or if I spoke to my sister, I would say half sister. Say, no. Their mother, which is my stepmother, they said, always said that I was their sister. And my stepmother never looked at me as like a stepchild. So, I said, okay, so I'm talking to them. I talked to the oldest brother first. He's not the oldest. My sperm donor has me. He made girls. You know how happy I was when science came out and said that the man makes the gender? I was so happy. And I think it saved so many people's lives, so many women's lives. Because back in the day, if you had a girl and they wanted only boys, the wife was accused of it. She had done something to make a girl. And they used to beat them up. They used to kill them because I want a boy. I mean, there was no divorcing. You just kill her and get another wife. So I was glad when the scientists came and said, knock, 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 knuckle draggers, knock, knock. You make the gender. And I've always felt that that saved quite a few women's lives. So anyway, my sperm donor had 2 girls first. Me and 2 girls. And then the 2 girls are what they call the Irish twins. And then finally he had his boy. And then after that he had another boy. So my sperm donor was an Elijah Muhammad Muslim. He was misogynistic. He was condescending. For a woman, he could say nothing good. Nothing good. Nothing good. He thought we were to be beat. He thought we were supposed to be talked to like nothing, and we were supposed to accept it. But I didn't come from their mother. I had a different mother. I had a mother that came from the sharecropping South. And she said to us, don't let no man put their hands on you. As far as like hitting or beating you. She was the type that, because she was from Virginia, and they drunk, and they would get drunk and fight, and she would be in there swinging with the best of them. So, anyway. So I didn't come around them a lot. As an adult. My stepmother would call me, not my father. Every now and again, I can imagine now my stepmother saying, you're going to call Vicky, you're going to call Vicky, you're going to call Vicky, you're going to call Vicky. And then finally you get sick of it and do it. Either punch her or call me. So, I stayed away. And then when I brought my daughter over there, I would take a chance. I was like, okay, jump on the train, go over and see how they're doing. And I would bring my daughter and we would go. And I would hear, now, they never paid my rent. They didn't give me any food other than when I went to visit them. I didn't ask for nothing, they didn't give me anything. And I would ask them to come where I live so I could share my hospitality with them, but they wouldn't come. So I couldn't like give them things, you know. So one time they came. They never came when I was in Greenwich, Connecticut. My sperm donor was pissed that I was living in an affluent neighborhood. He wouldn't come, he wouldn't come. I would say, come, take the boat ride, because they have the ferry there. Just so much recreation there in an affluent town that you would expect it to be. Wouldn't. Also, wouldn't give me phone numbers for my siblings. So I didn't push the issues. I did not push the issues. When I see them, I see them. So that's the relationship. Then I would try again. I think I was in my 40s. And I tried to go back down. And my sperm donor came to pick me up from the train station in Brooklyn. And proceeded to browbeat and berate me and every other human being that was walking the sidewalk or driving the car next to him. And I was already trapped. It was too late. I came out the train station. I kept, when the train pulled into the station, I was like, don't get out the train. Don't get out the train. But I got out the train anyway. And of course, but then I saw my stepmother and she would smile. She would give me a hug. She would make me laugh. She'd like to give food. We would eat. We'd have a good time. And then I would say it would be worth it. And then when it was time for me to leave and I had to go back to the train station, I would almost, like a baby, say, Mommy, please take me to the train station. Please, I don't want him taking me. I don't want my last few words to be, when I leave him, as a 40-year-old woman living by myself in Connecticut, never asked him for anything, to hear, you need to do better. You really need to take care of yourself. Just horrible things. You need to think better. You need to make better choices. You need to, and I'm like, you don't even know me. I'm alive and visiting you. Obviously, I did make some darn good choices along the day. So anyway, woosah. So I didn't have a relationship with my half sisters and brothers because they're just like him. The boys are always right. He puts pressure on them. I guess they have their own man thing. But he was a, please. Women were for screwing, cooking and making babies. That's how he felt about women. To me. And when he talked to me, down to me, and all I'm doing is coming over and give you a big smile, bring your grandchild, be happy, but you just can't accept that. And then, so anyway, okay. So I connect about 2.5 years ago with my half sisters and brothers. And I said, look, we're grown now. We're grown. Let's start this relationship on our own. You know what I'm saying? Let's connect for us. We got memories. We got some fun memories from us being together with one another to talk things out. I told him about my life in Charleston, South Carolina, and how I have no relationship with a huge group of cousins from South Carolina that I feel should be in jail, but anywho. I bared my soul to them. And they were like, oh. And I just could hear in the back of their voice, they'd be like, they never shared with me. Like, I sent them my link to my Facebook page. My life is open book. I don't even think they came in it. One brother told me he don't even go into it. And one sister has Alzheimer's, so she's removed from the conversation. So the sister and the other two brothers, no, I do this walk, I put it on YouTube, thinking they would watch it, say a little something. Nope. So I'm saying to myself, holy cow. They think, and as I was talking to my brother, he said that in dealing with my sperm donor kept saying to him, oh, you just want to take my house. You just want to take my house. You just want to take my house from me. And so I was like, wow. So I said to them right then and there, I said, well, I'm staying out of this because I don't want nothing from that man. He ain't never gave me nothing. I am 63 years old. I ain't asking him for nothing. So if that's the way he feel about kids, I ain't touching it. No way, honey. Whew, I ain't getting on that train. So then I said, okay, let me call the other two of my sperm donors' kids and say, let them know that, hey, I just want to connect with you. Like y'all in your late 50s, I'm in my early 60s. There's a relationship we can start now. We're all alive. We're still here. Let's start this relationship. Honey, I send gifts. I take out to dinner. I text. Did y'all see it? Well, I'm too far away. Y'all can't see it. I text. I send stuff. And they just, okay, thank you. So I'm saying to myself, holy cow, I said to my daughter, they think the only reason, after 2.5 years of calling them, showing my love, just glad we're all alive and we have a chance to get together. We have a chance to move past what this misogynistic, hating human being have divided us. We have a chance. I said, no disrespect. I know he was a father to y'all. He was a great father to y'all. But me, So then I hear that I'm texting. It comes a period, I'm texting, I'm leaving messages. Nobody's getting back to me. So I said, okay. My mind said, something going on. So I get a call from down south. And my cousin calls and says, she didn't say it like this, but in essence, your sperm donor is not doing too good. And he's in the hospital. So I said to my cousin, thank you very much. I figured that something was wrong because I couldn't get any of my half-sisters, my one half-sister and two brothers to contact me. Like they just stopped contacting me. So I knew it was something. So I wanted to reiterate again to them. We're at the half point. Yes. Ooh, I appreciate y'all, honey, because I got to get this off my chest. Holy guacamole. This walk is brought to you by my book, I Like to Say Yes. Keep the word yes in your kids' vocabulary by reading I Like to Say Yes to your child. You get I Like to Say Yes from Archway Publishing, Barnes & Nobles, and Amazon. So, let's get back. So, let me give you a taste of how my sperm donor was. This is what he thought of us. My half-sisters and brothers wanted to get a swing set in the backyard. And they just asked way bold. I kept my mouth shut, honey. I did not want to release that fire in no form. But they did, and they said to him, Jenny, can you get us a place there? Whoa! I just crouched down in the back of the car. I was like, let me get away from this. And he let her. What? What am I going to get you a swing for? So you can run down the block and say, hey, Jimmy, hey, James, my daddy bought me a swing set. Come on, y'all. Let's tear it up. Let's break it up. Let's just go ahead and destroy the whole thing. Because I don't appreciate nothing. And I'm like, I'll be like, what? So, that's the way he is. So now, 2.5 years, I'm sending the gifts. I'm texting, I'm sending love. Let us connect as adults. We're 60s, we're 50, I don't want no money from him. If he died a day tomorrow, I say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm just here for y'all if you want the support. But when he got sick, they shut down. So then, like I told you, they stopped returning my call. They stopped answering my text. So I knew it was something, and I got a call from down south saying the sperm donor is sick and in the hospital. So I said, okay, all right, okay. So I called my stepsister. I called my stepbrother in Georgia. He didn't return the phone call, so he was out. I stopped communicating with the one in Jersey because, okay, when I tried to connect with the first brother that I connected with, he was cool in the beginning. He just thought I was checking in. He was just glad, because this is the way my father raised him, he was just glad I wasn't asking for money. Never asking for a dime in my whole entire life. So that's how I found out about my sister having the alm time and stuff like that. And found the other two siblings. And he told me point blank, I'm not the type of, if you call me or you leave me a message and you think that I'm going to call you back, I'm not that one. I'm not the one that's going to call you back. if I get a chance, if I think about it at the time. So I said, fine, I'll accept it for what it is. But let me put that there. I want that to hang there a minute. I want it to hang where I go. When I talk to him, I want to come up and hang there because there's something there. So, all this time, for over a year, I'm trying to get to them. When the sperm, I went from daddy to father to sperm donor, just to let them know, I'm not staking claim to nothing. No claim. No, they must have said to me, well, why are you calling him a sperm donor? And I was like, because he is to me. I don't want anything from him. Other than life, he didn't give me nothing but hardship. So I'm good. So, I have a dream. I'm sitting down and I'm in an office setting, and someone brings over a stack of paper, and they say to me, write your name at the top, like the top left-hand corner of all these papers. It's like a bunch of Xerox papers. That's what it looked to me. I didn't understand why I would write my name. Took the fine. It was a job. I did it. I was the type that did as I was told. When I worked. So, I'm just writing my name at the top, and then someone rushes over. This man, I just remember, suit and tie, and he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, this is a dream now. I said, I was told to put my name in the upper right-hand corner. And he's flipping to me. He said, so many, because I put in a lot of paper. I was really signing my name. When I looked again, it was checks. It was a bunch of checks. And where it says 2, my name was written on all the 2s on all the checks. And I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, how did I sign my name to all these checks? Right? Oh my goodness. Morning, y'all. Just let me get this off. Oh. Great rises. So, I'm like, oh my goodness, how did I put my name on all these checks? I'm going to jail. Oh my goodness, that somebody set me up. This is in the dream. I'm thinking like, then all of a sudden the man falls over on the desk. Dead. The man that rushed over and was doing paper with me. So I remember pulling him by his feet to get him on the ground. And I was yelling, somebody called 911, you know how they did it. And I was looking at him, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta do CPR. I can't crack his chest. I'm saying in a dream. I'm not gonna crack his ribs, that's what I'm saying. I can't crack his ribs to press in his heart. And then I remember hitting him like twice like this. And I said, well, he's dead. So I wake up from the dream and I'm like, holy cow. What kind of dream is this? And I told it to my daughter, and then I started saying, wow, I bet your sperm donor is dead. I bet your sperm donor is dead. So, the next day, I get a call from my South Carolina aunt. And she says, I want to call to tell you sperm donor is dead. I said, I knew it was yesterday. She said, oh, they called you? I said, no, they didn't call me. They stopped speaking to me. I think I spoke one time when he was in the nursing home. And this is what I was on hold. She was doing something. I called her. And she was working from home. And I said, no. I said, just call me back. You're busy. And she said, no, you hold on. That's okay. So then her daughter came in and said, who are you talking to? And she must have said, oh, like you talking to somebody from your job? And she just said, I just heard her say, she said, no, I'm talking to, maybe the daughter must have said, are you talking to something, business, someone from the, your business? And she said, no, I'm not talking to someone from the business. I'm talking to you on Vicky, and she don't matter. Because I wasn't like the business people. So I was a sister that was calling her, but to her I was like, I didn't matter. So I said, okay. Now, I'm a true crime buff. Anybody knows me. I do podcasts and I do true crime. At the library in Greenwich, I would go and buy nothing but true crime books. Oh, if there's a policeman, a detective, a psychologist, anybody who wrote a book about crime, serial killers, but I was right on it. So I said, that's why I wanted to say, I'm a friend. We're just going to be family. I try talking. We do this. I'm exercising. I'm walking on Facebook. I thought that, they would exercise with me, if not exercise with me, communicate with me. But in their minds, they're saying, I only contacted them for the money. And if you look at true crime, there is many dead people out there for the same type of situation. So no matter how many years I spent telling them, listen, let's just be bros and sis, honey. Let's just be bros and sis. I lay no claim to any estate of your father. That's your father. That's your estate. That anything he has, that's yours. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't kill me, please. Please don't kill me. Don't kill me. I don't want it. But they didn't hear me. So, now I know they're feeling some kind of way. I mean, they lost their father, so they're upset. But I was like, I spent like 2.5 years trying to bond and connect with y'all on a different level as adults, as human beings. Maybe I can have my sisters that are my friends, brothers that are my friends. And it didn't work. It didn't work. They have no desire to be my friend. So, one thing I know from my true crime shows is when people will see you as an inanimate object, they can kill you. When people don't see you as being anything, being somebody, they can hurt you. And I spent 2.5 years saying, hey, I'm somebody, I love you. Let's look past all this. Just let's talk about the past and laugh and kumbaya. And if they kept saying, nope, she got an ulterior motive. She is contacting us for his estate. And I'm like, holy shit. I done looked at enough true crime, honey. Oxygen, ID Discovery. And like I said, I done read so many true crime books, honey. So I said to my daughter, the only way I can let them know that I don't want anything from that sperm donor. Nothing. Nada. Is to have no contact with them whatsoever. So though my half-sister has been calling, I haven't been answering, and I'm not. I want to live, honey. I want to live. And one thing I know about my father is how he raised those kids, and money, honey. I ain't gonna say that they kill over money, but I'm gonna tell you, if they do, it ain't gonna be me they be killing over no money. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Nothing. I don't want even a pebble from in front of the house that my sperm donor owns. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want nothing. I choose life. I choose life. Like I said, I haven't did enough Discovery ID. Y'all want to do the hand weights? I have done enough Discovery ID, y'all, to tell you, no. Yep. So, I don't want it. So, me and my daughter talking, I was like, maybe in a year or two, if they still want to talk to me, and maybe we'll never speak again. Maybe we'll never see each other again. But I choose life. I don't want anything from his estate. I don't want to know about nothing. I don't want nothing to do with nothing with nobody and anybody. I choose life. Tuck your arm. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just barely gonna make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all for letting me let me get this off my chest, honey. I tell you. Whew. And then I have a sister who has land and houses, and I don't want nothing from her either. If she ever see that video, take my name off everything. I choose life. Let them kill each other over money, honey. Not me. I done made it this far. If you are a true crime person, you know what I'm talking about. Thanks for walking with me, and let me get this out, YouTube. See you tomorrow.